Hey everybody, Rob from MTB Michigan. It is early March 2021. As you can see around me, the snow is starting to melt, so trails are not in the best shape to ride, but that's not going to stop us from rebuilding our health. I was asked recently, hey Rob, how's that health journey going? So for those of you who followed the channel, I have been on an official health journey since, oh, I don't know, somewhere around October of last year, 2020. And that's where I officially decided that I'm going to really work on trying to actually lose weight. Um, I've had a very big struggle. Um, those of you who've seen me around the Michigan biking scene know that I have been here. I've never gone away. I'm going to be 51 in a couple weeks, and I have been riding literally my entire life, and I've never slowed down on that. I've had injuries after injury after injury, which has put me behind. And then, long story short, it was somewhere around 2004-ish that I was put on a new medication for my blood pressure, which I have a hereditary blood pressure issue. And I just ballooned up out of nowhere. And really, since then, I've ridden like crazy, and all I've done is maintained my weight. So this has been a real struggle for me. So I'm going to take you a little further on this journey. We can't ride in the woods today, so we got the gravel bike, and we're going to pull that out and go from there. But yeah, the long story short is this health journey has been nothing less than a journey. So let's get going. I'll suit up and I'll tell you about it. So, like I said, how's the health journey going? It's a question I get asked a lot. And to be honest with you, it's a mixed bag for an answer. It has been a journey. There's a lot of wind, so I'm hoping that this picks up. Hello. So as much as I'd like to give an easy answer, I'm just going to give you the history and fill you in as we go. So here in Michigan, gyms were allowed to open back up right around the beginning of October, end of September. And I figured if I'm going to lose weight, I have to get in the gym and do more than just ride a bike, which is what I had been doing. And also, if I was going to recover from the ankle injury I had, I needed to build strength. So I went to the gym, and I think you can see by the stats that I'm trying to show, I think you can see I've been pretty regular about going to the gym. So I had been doing 5 days a week at the gym, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, filled with weights, total, like trying to do a total body build, build everything that, build big muscle groups, I guess. So doing like bench presses, flies, pull downs, butterfly, yeah, I said that, doing that kind of stuff. Hello. Curls, tricep workout, crunches, weighted crunches, reverse crunches, leg press, leg curl, calf raises, and stuff like that. So I'm spending an hour a day there, Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, and burning about 1,000 calories a day. Tuesdays and Thursdays I dedicated to cardio. So I was doing 45 minutes straight elliptical. I've mixed that up, so now I'm incorporating some CrossFit type stuff. And what I'm doing there is working with a ball, one of those splat balls. I'm doing squats, squat raises, side by side, you know, extensions with the ball, etc., etc. Slow leg raises in all three directions, things like that. Slow stuff, also good for the ankle. So that's been my workout, and I've talked about it on the channel so far, that my upper body feels stronger, my legs feel stronger. The gym time is definitely paying off. I'm a little more toned, a lot stronger than I have been in years. I think I definitely see some improvement in the way my clothes fit, and that's exciting. So with that, I'll tell you about what I eat currently. So, for lack of a better description, my diet is roughly, we'll call it a whole foods type diet. And I'm basically eating 1,700 to 2,000 calories a day. Cut out a lot of the sugar that I had eaten in the past. But yeah, primarily vegetable based. A little bit of meat, lean meat, mostly like chicken, or like a pork loin type thing. And that's kind of it. Breakfast would either be like raw oats, like a raw overnight oat, like steel cut oats raw, vegetables, maybe the occasional 2 fried eggs with sauteed mushrooms and spinach, and cherry tomatoes, hello, and stuff like that. So that would be my breakfast. My lunches, big chicken and rice, maybe some pork and rice. Dinners, beef vegetable, occasional spaghetti because, you know, married to an Italian. An occasional Italian dish. Things like that. So those type of things would be the dinners. And cutting out, you know, things that I like pretzels and ice cream and stuff like that. So with that official launch on my channel in October, you would think everything was smooth sailing. You see the results in the gym, you see that I've been there, you see I'm putting in work. But the reality is the scale, and the scale don't lie. And the scale is not my friend. No matter what I did, I dropped 10, 12 pounds and held, which has literally been the story of my existence. Just maintaining the weight, not actually losing any. And honestly, it gets old. It gets really frustrating. But I didn't quit, as you could tell. I just kept on the journey. Because worst case, if I'm not losing weight, I am maintaining my health and getting in better shape. But still, standing on that scale week after week, hoping for change, and seeing after that initial 10 to 12 pounds, nothing. Week after week. It was disappointing, and it was hard to take. And then the new year hit. It was early January that I had to go to the doctor for my annual physical to update my blood pressure med. And honestly, I knew my blood pressure meds hadn't been doing a good job, because when I checked my blood pressure, things were high. And I knew I was trying to deal with my health. So I thought, this is the year I'm finally going to yell at my doctor, because I've thought all along that the blood pressure meds were the reason I gained weight and the challenge that I've had in losing it. And I knew I was armed. So go to the doctor, take my physical, have my conversation with my doctor. And it's nice because my wife's family's worked with them forever, so I know them pretty well, and we can be real candid with each other. So I sat down and said, dude, what's the deal? How come I can't lose weight? And of course he ordered blood work and looked at, which is a standard, which I was ready for. I had fasted, and we had our conversation and got my blood results back a few days later, followed by a phone call directly from the doctor. Robbie says to me, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't know how it happened, but you're a full-blown diabetic. I'm not gonna lie, I was incredibly saddened by this news. How can I be a full-blown diabetic? I'm doing everything right. I'm in the gym, I'm working out, I'm dealing with my diet. Everything I need to be doing to avoid that kind of news. But yet I had it. I had that news. I'm a diabetic. There was nothing I could do to avoid it. There it is, staring me in the face. Now, it's still early. I'm still learning about everything. I'm on 150 new meds. I feel like a human fishbowl. I've said that to some of my riding buddies. And it's been a bit of a challenge. But, I took that as a badge of shame. That even my best wasn't good enough. Because that's what I was working to avoid. And here I was, a diabetic. So, long story short, the best I understand is diabetes is where your body can't figure out how to process insulin properly. And I guess there's nothing I can do about that. And what I can understand is your body takes your food, breaks it down, makes it into sugars that become the energy you use. That has something to do with your pancreas turning everything into insulin. Insulin goes into your bloodstream, and on a good day, if everything is right, your body absorbs it, and once it's absorbed, it becomes energy for you. So that's the best I understand of it at the moment, and I guess somewhere along the line my body's not doing that, so it's making, from what I understand, lots of insulin and not knowing how to process it, and subsequently my blood sugar is incredibly high. Maybe not incredibly, but it's high. I don't know. Like I said at the start, it's a journey. I'm on a journey, and this is the latest part of that journey, is dealing with how to control diabetes. Now, of course, as I was hoping to yell at my doctor he got the joy and pleasure of yelling at me and saying, you need to lose 100 pounds as quick as possible. And I'm like, dude, I'm really on a journey to lose 150. You're not telling me anything I don't know. I'm glad we're friends. And I'm gonna need help to figure out how. So that brings us to where we're at today. I can say with a little bit of joy that I have been able to take off more weight. So I am down for the first time in forever. I'm under 320 pounds. That's exciting. And what am I doing? I'm not really doing much different. I'm on meds. I'm on a lot of meds until we sort out exactly what's going on and how we're going to control it. I've cut out the remainder of the sugar. I think I've only had one real bad day. One real bad day since I've gotten this news. I am trying to do intermittent fasting. So I'm trying to eat in between the window from say 11 o'clock to 6:30 during the week. So that's kind of where I'm at. Since the mandate from my good doctor is to drop 100 pounds as quick as possible, I'm also looking at, well, I could do that, but then I may just gain it back. So I'm trying to find sustainable ways to do that. And I am taking serious look at different types of diets that may be sustainable for the long haul. Having some kidney issues, I've been real shy about looking at keto, but latest tests show that everything's normal in terms of function. Hello. And since everything's normal right now, it is something my wife and I are discussing as a possibility that we're looking at. So that is kind of everything in a nutshell. Trying to keep everything short and concise, but still give everybody information. So that's about all I can say. I said it was hard to hear. Yeah, I've got diabetes. I was actually ashamed, but all I can do is pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again. And that's what I'm going to do. With that, this is where I'm at in this journey. I'm still going. I'm not intending to quit. As you all know, I was born and raised on a bike, and have never, I don't know, like Charlton Heston, you'll have to pry these handlebars out of my cold dead hands, or something like that. So I don't even know if Charlton Heston sounds like that. I just know he said something like that about something once. I don't know if it was handlebars, but hey, I can't think of much better to hold. Handlebars, a Bible, and my wife. Not much better right there. Maybe not necessarily in that order, but you get the point. So with that, that's kind of where I'm at on this part of the journey. I'm just going to live the faith. I'm going to ride it out, and I'm not going to quit. So now I'm going to turn the tables, and instead of talking, I'm going to ask you guys questions. I guess I'm technically still going to be talking, but I want to hear from you. I know several of my friends who watch the channel also struggle with diabetes. I know some have had it from birth, and I know that some have had adult onset diabetes. What are you doing? What are you finding successful to manage your blood sugar levels? What are you doing that's successful to manage your weight? And if you're bigger, how are you controlling it and actually bringing it down? But I want to keep riding and sharing the gospel and enjoying my wife, my kids, my daughter-in-law, hopefully one day grandkids, my family. I want to enjoy that as long as possible. So there you have it. That's where I'm at with my health journey. It's a long and complicated process, and it truly is a journey. Thank you for those of you who've joined the journey with me, and thank you to those of you who have encouraged me with your stories of success. Again, in this one, I'm looking for some input for things that have worked to deal with diabetes and deal with your weight while being a diabetic. So, you know what, I thank you in advance for any information you can give me that hopefully will help. So that's it. That's the story. As you can tell, um, you know, it's been slow. There is progress, and I guess, you know, I got to enjoy the little things. And, you know, the plus is that since I've started this journey, I am officially 29 pounds lighter than when I started. And one thing I can tell you is I am definitely more healthy than I was. And I was riding constantly then, but I'm doing things to make myself stronger. I'm doing things to make myself healthier in a smarter way. So that's a good thing. Anyway, I also want to take a minute to say thank you to everybody. I have almost 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and that's really, really exciting for me. I mean, you know, I kind of humbled by it. So just want to thank you to those of you who have subscribed and those of you who have followed along on this journey. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, with that, we'll see you on the next ride. Live the faith, ride it out. Hope to see you on the trail.